welcome to Ridiculous. I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. I hope you're living your best life.
I feel like I have encouraged my wife to have an affair with a mutual friend. My sex drive dried up some years ago, and from that, we as a couple became less intimate. My wife has always been way more sexual than I am. Before we met, she had lovers and was not interested in a relationship. We have been married for 15 years and we are now retired and living a new life in a new town. She joined a reading group and met this lovely man. I am not into reading like she is, and so it was great for her to have someone to talk to. This I encouraged. I was busy renovating our old house. About 2 months ago, she became different in that she was less talkative and more distant. I snore a lot, and that has always irritated her, but now so much I sleep in our spare bedroom. She stopped inviting him around for a drink or a meal and now visits him. I asked if I could join them one night, and she said, "What for?" I said for company, and she said they talk books, politics, and teaching, both retired teachers, which would be of no interest to me. Last Saturday, she was going to meet him as usual, but I followed her. And just from her body language, I could tell she was like a teenager running towards him. They kissed and hugged, then walked off hand in hand. Since then, I have busied myself and almost ignored her. I overheard her on the phone saying, "I am impossible," and being a pain. I can only presume she was talking to him. My fear is I have no money apart from a tiny pension. She owns the house and we both are in a new town with no jobs. He is married, late 60s, to a woman who he cares for as she has dementia and he won't leave her. I don't know what to do. I cheated on my husband from July 2007 until he found out in April 2008. I contacted someone I've had contact with before I got married and have been emailing, chatting, and sending inappropriate photos to. I didn't feel anything for the person I cheated with, but I wanted the attention because it made me feel good about myself. I have daddy issues. There was also another sort of relationship with someone, also online, which I regarded as, well, he was a mentor / father type figure. And at some point, I thought I had romantic feelings for him. When my husband found out, he went into a deep downward spiral. My entire family did. 1 daughter, 2 dogs, 4 cats. I never stopped loving my husband. I stopped any contact with the person I cheated with immediately and haven't been in contact ever since. I told my husband everything I could think of about the affair. He also asked questions, which I answered but not to his satisfaction. An example, he asked how long it had been going on, but didn't believe me when I told him and says I have therefore not been forthcoming. He bugged my computer to see what I was doing, which was fine with me because I understood he needed assurance that nothing was going on anymore. I did not tell my husband about the mentor / father figure because it didn't occur to me as an affair, because my romantic feelings were only temporary, non-substantial in my opinion, and it was a long time ago. My husband felt that there had to be more. That's when I told him about the mentor / father figure. He sees this as having been lied to. Fast forward 3 years. My husband believes I'm not telling him the truth. He says he read a letter to the mentor / father figure mentioning someone named Terry. I did write that letter thanking him for listening to me, giving me advice and encouraging me career-wise. I also thanked his wife who had been giving me recipes here and there. I don't know anyone by the name of Terry, and I know I didn't write anything about Terry. My husband says I did, despite the fact that he has records about everything I have done on my computer, posts, emails, letters, chats, photos. He says he has no copy of this letter. I've been asked a million times who Terry is, and I can't answer it. I've gone as far as making up a story about Terry, saying that I slept with Terry. When I couldn't provide any proof of Terry, my husband knew I had lied, which I admitted. I know, stupid thing, right? We had just finished marriage counseling, 5 sessions, I believe. And it basically boils down to me not knowing who Terry is and my husband demanding I tell him who Terry is. Our therapist asked my husband if he would be able to start over and forgive me for what I have done, including the things he believes I'm lying about. He said, "No way in hell." The therapist then asked me if I would be willing to live in a loveless marriage. My husband wants to stay married for the sake of our daughter. There is no sign of affection towards me. He doesn't want to make love to me. He says he loves me and always will, but it seems not the kind of love I'm looking for or the kind of love I need. My husband is my life. He is the sexiest man alive. He is the kindest man alive. I want to grow old with him. He means everything to me. I feel that my husband enjoys pressuring me about Terry. He enjoys it when I can't answer the question. He seems satisfied when I end up being frustrated over not knowing who Terry is. I believe this is his way of punishing me. I also believe he is using Terry to prevent himself from forgiving me. That's my story. I'm sorry if I rambled on. I don't have anyone to talk to. My best friend is my husband, and guess I just needed to talk. Any advice is welcome.